Rob Tannenbaum. You guys know him. He wrote that great book, I Want My MTV. He's going to moderate. Before we start, we have some housekeeping to do. We have a lot of people we just want to thank. I never thought I'd do this, but I forget people. I'm getting senile. We have some executive producers. First off, my producing partner, Melanie Lansjani. Melanie is a lifelong fan. She's been a great partner for me. We've just had such a fun time, and so thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so some other executive producers, Dancy. Woo, Dancy! We couldn't have done it without you. You're our first, and Carrie. Thank you so much, Carrie. And we have Bambi, wherever you are. Susan and Robert Undy. Suzanne, sorry. Our latest, you guys are angels. Thank you. Thank you. We're here because of you guys, so thank you. Where are you? Okay, they're out there. And we have some, for the first time, seeing the movie. I'm a little afraid. I'm going to hide behind Rick. We have the husbands. Where are they?
Yeah. They're saying no.
Mike and Tom.
Yay.
And we have Joanne and Sue, the moms. Woohoo! And then we have a few others. Penny. Where's Penny? And we have Fran, the fastest talker. Yes, and I'm talking very fast right now. Sorry, I'm going to stop. I'm going to give the... And Sony. Where's Sony?
Sony's
our
right
wonderful camera person. She was one of our main camera people. And last but not least, David Dean. Where are you, David? We love you. Our brilliant editor. If you're a filmmaker, you want to hire this guy. Okay, now I'm going to shut up.
She'll be talking in a minute or two. I'm Rob Tannenbaum. I'm the co-author of I Want My MTV, which has some very funny quotes from Rick Springfield, especially a particular detail that he mentioned about the Affair of the Heart video, which is all I'll say for now. If you want to know, you got to buy a copy of the book. I'm no idiot.
So it's obviously rude. All right.
When I told my wife that I was going to be hosting a Q&A session after this movie, she squealed with delight. And she said, "Oh, I had such a crush on Rick Springfield." And she started to sing one of your songs. She got most of the words wrong, and I said, honey, if you keep butchering that song, Rick Springfield's going to come over here and give you a piece of his mind. And she said, "Well, that would be okay with me." So husbands, I understand a little bit about what you have to go through. What was the germ of this movie? What was the first thought? Something like, let's stalk Rick Springfield for 2.5 years, but we'll have a camera so it'll be legal?
Yeah, that pretty much nails it. I know, actually, a lot of people were like, don't contribute, because we did a lot of, fan fundraising, and they said, don't contribute, you're just paying for that fan to just hang out with Rick and fly first class, and that's so not been the case. But, I've been a fan since 1981. It's always been my dream to just share with the world the Rick that the diehards, like I have always seen, and I don't understand why a lot of people don't see it that way, but I'm hoping, by doing this film, both Sylvia and David, God bless you, they got it. And it's not something easy to explain. It really is a phenomenon. So I'm just so utterly grateful. If you saw the credits, there's so many people. This took a village. A village. We say we're on the Yellow Brick Road. Well, thank you, each and every one of you, for being here, for supporting this. This literally was my dream. Yeah. And I'm overwhelmed. I was born in New York City. The fact that we're world premiere here. Harris, thank you. I'm emotionally just so just humbled, and it's like, don't ever give up on your dreams, ever. And Rick, you always have that message, and thank you. So.
Well, it's a sweet and adorable film. I don't think those are words that usually are applied to rock movies. They're not usually sweet and adorable. What struck me watching it was, documentary filmmakers really take a leap because there's no script. You don't know if things are going to go bad. Are you going to get the interviews you want? How much did you know about Rick's fans? And you must have just been thrilled that you had so many incredible stories, death, divorce. This movie has everything.
Yeah, well, I actually went on the first Rick Springfield and Fans cruise in 2008, I think it was, and I was actually depressed. I was 70 pounds overweight. I took my son because none of my friends wanted to go with me, and I didn't realize this whole world existed. And I went on it, and because my son was 6 at the time, I didn't get to do the piano bar, and I didn't get to do the stuff that other fans got to do. So I sat in my cabin, and I just started thinking, wow, there's really something special. There are 1,200 other people on this cruise that feel even more passionate. I mean, I felt like a moderate fan on that cruise. And I named my son Drake after Rick. So
It's pretty moderate.
But that was truly, and that's part of the reason, because of my personal, again, I know it's not all about me, but we have IFRED, which is the International Foundation for Education and Research for Depression in the house. I hope I said it right because I get kind of dyslexic. Yes. Thank you. We've partnered, the film has partnered with this organization because we really want to change the stigma of depression. I don't understand why people are scared to talk about it, and I don't know anybody that doesn't have it somewhere in their life. So I'm hoping this is the forum, this is an opportunity to really show in a non-threatening way, it's okay to talk and get help. I loved what Linda Blair said. Seek help, it's out there, it's 100% treatable, right, IFRED people? So they have information, and I just, again, this whole thing is so much bigger than me, and I just will forever be on my knees thanking my higher power for giving me this opportunity. So, again, so I don't want to dominate Rick's here, but this is huge.
I can't top that, except I would like to see those people she mentioned after this.
So Rick, tell us the truth, which I'm pretty sure you will anyway. When you first heard the idea for this movie, were you immediately enthusiastic about it?
No, I thought it was bullshit. I was in some bar somewhere, I think we met, and I didn't know what the power of these two women, and they said, yeah, we want to do a documentary about you and the fans, and I thought, okay. I guess it'll be like, some footage of us and the fans going, wow, Rick, yeah, it's great, and that would be it. I didn't realize they were going to go deep, and they went way deep, and I think it made a actually pretty startling movie because of the direction they went.
Was there ever a point when you just wanted to say to them, get the hell out of my face, I'm tired of you?
Yeah. Yes.
How many of those times
were
there?
Jawohl. When we went to Europe the first year, we had traveled 18 hours, planes, buses, trains to get to this place in Sweden, and we fall out of the van, and there they are with cameras pointed at our faces. I went, oh my God, shoot me now. But it was their tenacity that found all those little moments that the amazing editor put together, and that they stayed with it long enough to find all the really great little moments, because there's a lot of really boring shit on the floor of the cutting room, I'm sure.
What's the symbolism of the tattoos you have, and when did you get them?
The hawk is in recognition of my dog Ronnie, who passed away, and it's a reaffirmation of a spiritual path for me. I was completely lost after my dad died. I completely lost contact with any kind of spiritual belief, and when Ronnie died, I was searching for his where his essence went. I just couldn't find it. And I had his ashes, and I put them on a fireplace, on the top of the fireplace. And I heard this noise in the fireplace, and got a flashlight, and there was a baby hawk caught in the ashes of the fireplace. And I called animal control, and there Sunday, and there happened to be a guy 20 minutes away, and he came and pulled this hawk out. And Ronnie had been dead for 2 days, and I said, how long has this hawk been down here, you think? And he said, probably about a couple of days. And he let the hawk go, and it released something in me, and so that's why I have a hawk on my shoulder, and it will always represent my spiritual connection again, my spiritual reconnection.
And the other tattoos? There are a couple more, right?
Oh, the other tattoos just to get chicks.
How's that working out for you?
Not too well. my wife is not too happy about that. So, no, it's a cross. I was raised Christian, and I meditate, and I'm a Christian Buddhist, if there's such a thing. But what you're raised with, is for religion-wise, I think is always a part of you, no matter how much you reject it. And I was certainly raised Catholic, pretty much Catholic, so I have the scars to prove it. And I'm a recovering Catholic, and have the ruler marks from the nuns on my back. So, but it's still a part of me, and that is, again, a spiritual tattoo. And there's the hawk again on that tattoo, and actually Gomer very recognizably on the other side of the cross. So it's also an Irish design, and it's called a warrior cross. And we us guys all like to think when we get tattoos, it instantly turns us into macho motherfuckers.
We do see your wife briefly in the movie, but I'm curious.
She's very tiny. You can miss her if you.
Wait, I hope she signed a release.
Yeah. No, she's still fighting release of the documentary. Actually,
what did she say to you after she saw the film?
Bastard. No, she loved the whole ordinary girl thing in the bar, because I wrote, a lot of my songs I wrote about her, and certainly the new album, there's I'm still writing about her, and Our Ship's Sinking is about our relationship. And if you've been in a relationship longer than 6 months, you know that it goes through valleys and peaks. And that I wrote that song in a valley, and she's still an inspiration to me, and my relationships with everybody are inspirations to me.
So what's your best song? Let's say that you had 5 minutes with Paul McCartney, and he said, all right, I've never heard your music. I want to know if you're a good songwriter or not. What are you going to play for him?
I'd probably just go, oh my God, it's Paul McCartney. Oh my God, it's Paul McCartney. Oh my God, it's for 5 minutes, which you'd understand, I mean, I'm a fan too. We're all fans of somebody. I'd probably play like My Father's Chair. Probably would be an easy one to, everyone's lost someone meaningful at this point. And other than that, I'd probably play in the Zoot version of Eleanor Rigby to make him gag.
Speaking of that generation of British rockers, you told me that you passed up a chance to meet Eric Clapton.
Yeah, I've blown off many people. I've blown off Prince, Eric Clapton. I mean, the list is endless.
The Clapton story was at Live Aid?
Yeah, that was a Live Aid, actually. Bob, we were actually talking, we met my goddaughter for dinner, and she's married to a guy who used to be at ICM and knew Bobby, and Bobby was also agent with Eric Clapton's agent, and Bobby passed away in the helicopter that Stevie Ray Vaughan died in. And he was a very, very good friend of mine, and my first real agent as far as music goes. And we were at Live Aid, and he came up to me and said, Eric Clapton, because he was Eric's agent too, he said, Eric would like to meet you. I said, dude, not now, I'm going on in 5 minutes. So it was pretty stupid. I was a jerk, basically.
It's set, from watching the movie, it sort of seems like when your career was at its highest point in terms of radio airplay, sales, you weren't really as appreciative of it as you are now. Is that true?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's a bit of a shock at first. There's no way to really kind of take that in, that kind of rocket ride, other than, think, hey, I'm really pretty freaking awesome. I guess it's all true what I thought about myself, and everybody else agrees. And it takes a while till you realize that it's not really you. It's their support, and that's why I am such a fan of fans, is because that I would be standing here talking to an empty room if it wasn't for you guys.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a recovering Rickaholic now. I was able to ask every question that I wanted to, so I mean, I'm good. It's one day at a time, though.
Was there anything he said, I'm not going to answer that?
I don't think so. He's very open, so no. He's cool. He's a cool guy.
This isn't actually a question. It's more along the lines of an observation. I'm sure every musician feels that he or she has the best fans in the world. I think after seeing this movie, it's entirely possible that you do.
I agree with that completely.
And actually, so here's my question. How does it feel having a movie made about you where the fans upstage you?
I think it's very worthy. They deserve it, and they are bigger stars. And giving themselves high fives back there, I saw that. They are the story. Everybody knows everyone here knows my story, but theirs is the story that is actually the unique story.
Well, there's another showing of the film, so we need to wrap this up. There's still tickets available for tomorrow.
And Rick is here again, so come
to
on back.
tell your friends or buy more tickets yourselves. And
His book or my album.
Oh, the movie's playing all week.
Extended already a couple of days. It's here till like Thursday. Harris
So
is like,
thank you guys for coming, and thank you to Melanie, Sylvia, and Rick.
thank you.